Yo, how's everybody doing? And welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay.
I'm Craig.
Tiff.
And today, I think somebody needs to call the police. Because Brock Purdy is dealing. It is crazy in San Francisco right now. Niners just played the Eagles and just absolutely blew them out. 42-19. It almost sounds like a Monsters Inc. code.
I mean,
42-19.
I don't
Jalen Hurts is waking up screaming that right now.
Too mean about it because we gotta play the Eagles again. They beat us the first, but they was talking a lot of trash up to about San Francisco.
Oh yeah,
Debo backed up what he said.
Yeah,
and he stood on business. I was all about that.
Now they know what Dallas was trying to say.
Like,
you know,
them dudes is kind of good. I'm just saying, like they're kind of good.
I'm glad you got them at the best we got them at. They're a little bit more seasoned now. They was clicking. It was.
Oh my goodness.
And all the people out there trying to like, Purdy check downs. Like, no. I'm watching him just.
That defense was clamping.
I'm watching him just drill seams to Ayuk and them down. Like he can put the ball downfield. He puts the ball where he wants when he wants. Yeah.
Who would have thought the last pick of that draft,
Mr. Irrelevant,
is out here?
He's the
front runner almost for the MVP contest.
He is one of the front runners.
That is
yeah. I mean,
do you think that should reflect in changing his pay, or you think just because he signed that contract, he lived past his expectations?
If I'm his agent and we win a Super Bowl, there's no way in hell.
Well, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. If he does,
I'm sorry. What's the line?
If he makes it to the Super Bowl,
who got hurt? My brain just blank.
Which one?
Well, Debo got hurt and
Trent Williams.
I'm sorry, because when they were both out,
they
looked like garbage times 10. So like,
but he needs what?
Well, I mean, what quarterback plays well with no offensive line?
I get that, but there's some that got to do it anyway. Do they not? Like,
I guess that's the thing.
You got to do it right. So,
what's the last team to win a Super Bowl with offensive line?
Probably the Giants.
Oh yeah.
We had the 30th or 31st ranked offensive line in the NFL.
Goodness. Even so, that was a long time ago.
That's a long time ago, and that's Eli. Eli Manning playing football was not always the prettiest. There was a lot of interceptions sometimes and things that sometimes you'd be like, oh my God. But things like that, winning a Super Bowl with a 30th ranked line, that is what makes him a Hall of Famer. Like, yeah. But anyway, on the flip side of that Niners game, is it ready to overreact? Philly has been just looking nasty all year, and everybody's like, well, they're still winning.
I will say this. I don't think it's an overreaction because at the end of the day, we saw Philly play horrible offense. And still beat these teams.
Still beat Miami.
They just aren't on the caliber of the Niners. When the Niners were on they're firing all cylinders, no one is keeping up with them. And that's what the Niners were in that game. That was not a bad part of their game.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, my thing is, like, sometimes with those teams that are winning, barely winning, you're given the, like, how are you winning?
I still think Philly's better than... Sometimes. I still think Philly's better than most of the people who are the other NFC leaders.
Sometimes that's all it takes is that first debacle. Some teams eventually just turn it on.
No.
And some teams eventually hit a debacle, and that's it.
I think they're going to get all the way to the playoffs, of course. I think this might be the 49ers year. Like, if everybody stay healthy, I think the 49ers are getting another ring. And I'm a Cowboys fan.
I don't think anybody's going to stop them. The AFC is looking
So this game this weekend against Dallas.
It depends on how
he does it again.
I don't want to talk about that.
Then are we going to say, see, the sky is falling? They should have been winning
again? Lose again?
Yeah.
I mean, that puts them at 10-3. I get it. I mean, I don't look. Yes, I don't want to just say the sky is falling.
I love my Cowboys.
We all go on losing streaks. They have one of the hardest schedules.
That is very true.
So, like that. I mean, the fact that teams they have beat. Okay, they beat the Chiefs, didn't they?
Yeah.
But what? They still found a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm serious.
Like, so.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take it because they obviously know what it takes to get to the big game. Most of the people came back, so they know what it takes. I just think
I think this 49ers team is good. I'm not.
And we always say that
taking
any
away
given Sunday.
from Philly.
It don't matter, but right now they haven't shown me too much where I think I'm not. But I will say, if any of these teams that we talk about later come up, catch a hot streak and catch them and hit them in the mouth, yes, they could well lose, catch. Because there are some teams I think that could play with them, but we just see what defense was. That defense, the Niners' offensive line can handle that defensive line.
Yeah.
And there's not many teams that can handle that defense when they're coming in.
They were getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, people were getting him. Like,
Yeah.
they were keeping him.
Yeah. That is.
Contained.
Chase Young and Nick Bosa, I ain't gonna lie. Getting that mid-season, and Fred Warner, even though they lost.
Greenlaw got kicked out of the game, and they still manhandled him.
Exactly. Death.
Yeah.
But he got kicked out later, didn't he?
Even so, but
I mean, it wasn't super late.
My games mixed up. Somebody else got kicked out late.
I didn't think it was super late.
I don't know, but I mean,
actually, I thought it was kind of
early. I
early.
to get my games mixed
up. But I felt Greenlaw.
That's the fight with the coach.
Yeah,
not the coach, security guy.
Yeah,
I'm getting my games mixed up. All right.
Yeah, but they just. I mean, I'll be shocked if they don't. But they have the best. I just think they have the easy. No matter who they play,
complete.
Yeah, they are the most complete team. Yeah. I think they're going to make it to the championship, and that's what
49. Who we
Niners.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. If they can keep healthy, like this form of healthy. Yeah. I think they're. I as much as I hate, I think that's the 6th ring. I do.
And I think they got the.
I do. The AFC is beat now.
Okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there. The tush push banging.
Yeah. Well. Apparently, Goodell's saying he wants to get rid of it, and if Goodell says he needs to get rid of it, that means they're probably going to get rid of it.
I mean, obviously, it's coming down from the commissioner, so it's going to get voted upon, and it'll probably get banned because other teams aren't going to code us like we can't do it, so it's not fair. That's what's going to happen. But it's also not their fault that somebody can do something.
But they're going to have to make a rule within it. Can they?
Well, see, what the rule is going to be is you can't push because if you take away the pushing from behind,
I think a lot of
it's just a quarterback sneak.
But I think a lot of teams are not going to like that
because
defense can't push from behind. Okay, so why can offense?
I mean, that's a true statement.
That's part of the reason they can't stop it because you can't put a linebacker behind Aaron Donald and push together.
Now, my thing is this. But then when we talk about when you're pushing like on those plays when the runner's up and you have the pile and the offensive line can push them up.
As long as nobody's pushing the running back in the back.
But when they're getting tackled from the front and they all gang tackle, he has his people behind him pushing him through a pile.
Well, then that's what the rule's going to change.
You're not going to be able to do that at all.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get the other teams to agree to that part. So they're going. I
don't think they're going to have a choice. I think the NFL is going to say this is the rule,
and that's going to change the whole dynamic of the game.
They have to have agreements and stuff on those rules. He's not keen.
No pushing on the back on quarterback sneaks. That's what it has to be.
Okay.
It has to be very. You can't because you can't take that away from the other part of the game. That's messing up the integrity of the game. That's So I on quarterback sneaks.
Have you seen the fact that we have to allow wide receivers to catch the ball?
Oh, I am still.
They don't give a damn about the integrity of the game.
That's
true. Have you seen these referees?
Yeah, we've seen some bad calls.
Integrity of the game.
Who was it? Hurts? They was like he didn't push him out. Was that Mahomes?
No, Mahomes got the BS.
And
then Valdes-Scantling got assaulted, and then he got pass interfered again. They ain't calling none of them.
I was like,
damn,
they're tired of your shit, Chiefs. I was like, I guess Goodell was like, yeah, I'm tired of shit. Like that Taylor Swift shit, she didn't make enough money. Let's call that. That's dead.
Travis Kelce asked for privacy, and they said, "All right, well now you don't get help."
Travis, he's been messing with my fantasy a little bit.
He does need to pick that up.
He needs to work on that. I'm sorry.
All of them, that whole offense, Jesus.
I don't know what's happening, but
Now, we talking about
going back to the competition with Philly and why I think that we might be seeing the debacle.
Talking about
Dallas.
My Cowboys.
We just watched Dallas come in. And offensively,
they had to come back
because that defense. I mean, Deron Blanc got burned. He was getting hit on.
DK had a day.
He went off.
He was on my bench.
He ended up having an interception. So don't he had a pick as a defensive player. If I got an interception, you can only say I played so bad.
Look how pushing. throwing that ball over there, they didn't believe
Well,
that
how
he
about
would
you?
catch.
Well, yeah.
But
But how about the same token? How about if they keep throwing the ball to him? Like, because if you pay attention towards the end of that game, Stephon Gilmore started covering DK.
Mhm.
And all of that big play stuff stopped.
Went out the window.
Why didn't you do that earlier?
Well, that's why they did it.
That was a halftime.
They
show.
probably
I told you before the game, I was like, well, they're probably gonna have Stephon Gilmore cover DK because Stephon Gilmore is bigger, he's stronger, and he's longer.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be able to cover him better.
With him,
When I saw Deron Bland on him, I was like, oh, this is gonna go bad.
well, that's like their number one receiver, though, right?
DK.
So you're gonna put your guy who gets pick six on the the ball's
The
going
backup.
there.
You're gonna put the backup.
He's been getting picked. He just broke a 52-year-old record. So yeah, I think you could trust him there. I mean,
technically he's earned his.
earned
he
his
has earned his day to be a number one cornerback because he keeps taking. I mean, it is what it is.
So he's earned his day. Now it wasn't working.
Now,
they readjusted it.
maybe if you
and
put
it
him
paid off
on
in the
Jigba
end.
and put Gilmore on DK,
I think they were more worried about Lockett.
Lockett really didn't do anything.
No,
but y'all shut him down. I mean, if the DK's not doing it, Lockett usually getting a whole bunch of play.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But
I think Dallas. I am happy with what I've been seeing. I won't lie. I'm happy with what I'm seeing, but it's just you guys got to prove it to me when it matters.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. What's it? Here we go. What's it?
Here we go.
You.
Speaking of here we go, do you think Dak is showing MVP?
Yeah, I mean, he has the numbers.
I mean, he has been.
They compare his numbers to everybody else's numbers.
He's producing.
He looks comfortable.
And he only has 2 picks, right?
I think so.
Only 2 picks?
No, 2 or 4.
Either one. It's a low. Either
It's a
one.
lower number.
It's
but
single digits. It's down.
Yeah.
He's making the right decisions at the right time.
He looks more comfortable.
He looks happy.
He's getting the ball to more people. Because I think the problem was if you look at the games where he played bad, he's just forcing it to CD.
Yeah.
All he does is keep
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks is come on.
And Ferguson. Like Whittenfield a little bit.
And I mean, Schoonmaker is actually starting to make plays too. So even when Ferguson needs to sit down, you still have a protective tight end.
Yeah.
So
Turpin becoming.
Turpin.
Goddard. Yeah.
Y'all got some.
I just forgot my boy's name.
Pollard
is starting to get his rhythm back a little bit.
I'm telling you. I think getting used to that 3-down back stuff for him was a lot.
Yeah.
But that's why they know. But you're gonna get it back in the free agency.
That's why I want.
And I know.
Henry.
Everybody's talking that he's probably gonna leave us this season to go.
I wanted Derek because I think
he's gonna. He might. That's what I've heard. I don't know, but I hear he might be coming to y'all after the season.
I mean, I feel like I wanted him like me. Oh. We can do some beautiful things.
I would feel for your division.
Some beautiful
having somebody like him right behind that line, because you know when he gets momentum.
And then Paulie
gets the ball tired. Drop the line when he does that.
Yeah.
And as soon as Dak hits play action,
CD's gonna be sitting here like,
hey, I'm wide open. And then Brandon Cooks is gonna be like, yeah, I'm one covered too, so I'm open.
It's gonna be because you bring down the box and
Brandon Cooks linebackers on Ferguson.
He still has that speed.
And then what you put linebackers on Ferguson?
He's good.
I mean,
you're not going to be able to because the linebackers are going to be in the box trying to get Derrick Henry, which means he's going to be running free.
Ooh, he gets a small cornerback, probably a slot receiver quarterback, somebody who's smaller.
And he a big.
He might just run free.
Yeah,
that's
true.
But we're talking about that MVP. I mean, they have the pieces. He's doing what he needs to do. I would put him up there. If we're talking about MVP, I have a couple. I see Purdy. I see
McCaffrey.
I see McCaffrey. I see Dak. I'm gonna say Tyreek too.
Tyreek Hill.
I can't even hold out Tyreek. And you know who I'm gonna pick my defensive player? Khalil Mack with the sneaky 15 sacks this season.
Yeah.
That's a sneaky 15 on a bad Chargers team.
Yeah.
So, and especially the last how long has Joey Bosa been out? 2 games?
I don't even know.
So like you're still producing like that, and you're the only focus now.
So
that's
This is the most sacks he's had his career high.
Oh yeah.
His career high 15. But MVP. That's what I think, and I think Dak can. If he finishes every regular season like he normally does, he'll put up the numbers. But I'm sorry. I forgot one blaring thing. C.J. Stroud. even though
Yeah.
I keep C.J. Stroud. I don't know if C.J. Stroud gets the Houston Texans to the playoffs and he makes it work.
I don't know how you.
That team
was
terrible. He's leading the
last year.
league in passing.
Same thing with D'Amico Ryans and Coach of the Year. Like that team was terrible last year.
Yeah, Lovie Smith had a hard time with them. They had Davis Mills, the best
But
person.
they had a bad roster.
Their best player was Damian Pierce, a rookie running back.
I mean, they got Noah Brown for them in the offseason.
Yeah, he showed up.
And now he's showing up. Nico Collins is young.
And my boy Tank Dell
out for the season for It's so good. And then Stroud playing, and then Will Anderson absolutely. Like, their secondary was already nasty. Stingley's in his second year.
Second year, I believe.
I think Jimmy Ward's there now. They've got some, but Will Anderson in that.
Remember, Ryan's is defensive coordinator, so so that defense is going to be.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's going to be solidified.
But
problem.
Yeah, I think MVP you gotta incorporate. But I do still. I think Dak has a real shot.
His numbers.
He's if really he keeps playing like this,
he'll be up there. I still think
it might be really
young Wolf. It depends how it finishes.
But the flip side of that game, Seattle did put up 35 points.
Yes.
Like DK went off.
So you coming around on Jugo Smith?
No, but they're both. They bought out the game. They bought the game.
I'm sorry. I don't feel like when Price was coming up for him, he was just like, nope. Like that. Like, this is it.
He doesn't play when defensive players. Like when Donald came. Nope. He's not good.
This is it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That was the game, and he was just like, oh hell no.
Fourth down, turnover. I don't care.
I know.
I'm gonna die now. I'm like, damn.
Me making this throw to take this hit is not worth it.
I mean,
yeah. So
they could have a shot. I mean, they've got.
If we
that's how I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
But if they can finish, I don't even know their schedule, but I wonder what their schedule looks like. That's all. That's what really matters. I mean, even if they played against the Cowboys, but who else have they beaten that's been?
They haven't. They played the Cowboys. They've been looking a little shoddy this year. I can't really even give them that. So,
I'm trying to see.
Their record's 6-6. So,
yeah.
And then
I'm trying to think. They beat the Lions.
They got dogged by the Niners. But
they beat the Lions.
They lost to the Rams, but barely. They did beat the Lions.
They beat the Browns. Beat the Commanders.
They beat the Lions early, though, right? I know.
Yeah, but these last couple games.
Game of the season.
I mean, if you think about it, their defense has let up 40. Their defense let up 41 and 31.
That defense has been looking kind of
But this time they actually come up in scoring, so I don't know what that says. Because they've only been averaging. You look at it really, they're really averaging probably more like 16, 17 points a game. Maybe 15. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not great.
And I mean, with some of the competition they're having to deal with to try to get wild cards, because clearly, like, you're not getting the division. That's
they got to play the Niners. They play the Niners, Eagles, Titans, Steelers, and Cardinals. No.
But
they can get the Cardinals.
And one of the things that I think is going to stand in their way is the Packers are definitely
they're starting
around that wild card.
They're starting to cook.
That game.
That was
Jordan Love is a guy.
I told you. I was like,
is this 3 in a row?
I think so.
Is this 3 quarterbacks in a row? 3 franchise quarterbacks in a row?
It might have to be.
That's right. That got to be spoken of.
And I mean,
I mean, they were showing how they look like, how they throw like all
they're 3 games behind. They're 3 games behind the Lions.
Well, so we go to the playoffs today. They're the 7th seed. They're the 7th. So they're in the playoffs. The day we went to the playoffs, the Packers were in. So I think if you remember how those games earlier on, that says a lot.
Yeah.
That's that. Yeah, they're they're 6-6, but they're
but I mean, I'm saying they're 3 games right now. They're 3 games at 6-6. They're 3 games behind the Lions, right?
Yeah.
Their schedule to finish this season: the Giants, which is going to be a dub. The Bucks, which after what I've seen the last couple of weeks, I think they're going to beat them.
Yeah.
The Panthers, trash.
Okay.
The Vikings, which could be a tough game. And the Bears.
The last 2 are divisionals, but
I think they're going to dog the Bears.
Yeah,
they could run the table.
They can sneak and take
They can run the table.
And so now they're trying to catch who? The Lions with a 3-game lead. Okay?
Okay.
The Lions Have the Bears this weekend. Okay,
that
easy
should be a
game.
win.
Broncos next weekend.
That could still be a win.
It could be a loss.
That's gonna be
divisional Vikings game.
Okay.
The Cowboys and the divisional Vikings game. Vikings also are fighting for the playoffs, so they have to play them twice. The Cowboys and the Broncos all coming up.
Where are they playing the Cowboys?
At Cowboys.
At home?
At Cowboys.
In Dallas. They've got to, and where are the Broncos? Let's see. They get the Broncos at home. That might help.
Yeah.
But then after you get the Broncos at home, which still is kind of a tough team, and a team that's playing, trying to make a run, you got a divisional game against the Vikings, who are playing for their division, who are playing.
They're in the wild card.
The Cowboys and the
Vikings are in the wild card. They're so.
They could realistically lose 4 of the next 5 games.
Lions.
Yeah.
And the Lions
and the Packers have kind of
if they do that, they lose because
they could lose 3 of the next easy. They could lose 4 pretty easy.
Because
the Vikings and the Packers are going to go over,
and the Vikings,
they
might
make
so
the wild card.
So you get the Packers and the Vikings that have taken the division, and then the Rams move into that spot.
They might still.
The Rams or Seahawks move into that spot.
Still take the
Remember,
and then the Seahawks already beat the Lions.
Oh yeah.
So if it comes down to a head-to-head matchup trying to go into the playoffs, Seahawks and Lions, they bump them.
That's the Seahawks aren't losing themselves.
That's true.
But we just checked. Everybody's schedule is easier than the Lions.
Seahawks about schedule.
No, Seahawks schedule was pretty.
Seahawks schedule. They got the 49ers.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
It's still early for that. I think they can still get a wild card. It has to be very dire.
I can see them dropping all the way to 7. The Lions.
I can see them dropping to 7, but I think they'll still be in
because
the playoffs.
you guys got to remember, depending on who wins your division between you and the Eagles, I think you and the Eagles are going to be in the playoffs anyway. So it depends on which one of you guys either one or 5. So and then if the Lions lose to the Vikings 2 out of 3 weeks, they'll be.
I see them
just realized you made that a bubble.
Yeah.
I can see the Lions and Vikings splitting the win. And you got a backup quarterback.
Okay.
But yeah, so the NFC playoff together is just crazy because, like you're saying, like it looks like the Eagles and Cowboys, and then again, if the Eagles lose this weekend, the Cowboys are going to end up getting that division, and then you could get the Niners bumping both of y'all down. So now the Niners are the 1 seed, Cowboys are the 2 seed. The Lions could bump themselves out, and if the Rams, Seahawks, Vikings, and Packers all play well, because that's acting a lot. Now the Falcons are just an embarrassment. But the Bucks are what, a game over the Bucks?
Yes.
Yeah, but they're only a game up. It's 5-7 and 6-6.
But they won this week, didn't they?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Did they play each other this week?
Their quarterback plays bad.
Who played this week? But the Bucks and the Falcons played this week? What the Bucks played?
No, the Falcons. Yeah, the Bucks played.
The Falcons. Yeah, they don't score, do they? They beat the Jets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They can't.
But the Bucks haven't been doing great either. Didn't they lose this?
Well, yeah. I give you that.
Boy, Mike Evans.
Well,
Mike Evans got his.
That's Mike Evans though. Well, I don't know. You never know with the Bucks. That's the problem with them. Like, you don't know. Like, there's games.
I'm not gonna lie.
They lose, and the games they lose, they should have.
This isn't as wide. This isn't as wide. This isn't as.
They play each other this weekend.
You hear me? This is a very tight playoff race.
Yeah.
Like, because you see, when you look at it, you're like, ooh, they could drop those.
Yeah.
That could happen. Somebody could sneak up.
Because, like I said, the Falcons and Bucks play this weekend.
Basically,
the Falcons have to play the Colts too.
The 1 and 2 seed and the 5 seed, I think, are going to be locked up. It's going to be between Eagles, Niners, Cowboys. That's some way in that form.
And then, yeah.
So, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Anybody's game. Crapshoot.
Because the Saints and the Bucks are technically only on 1 game behind the Falcons, and they both play the Falcons before the end of the season. The Falcons have a game against the Colts, which the Colts have been really balling on people, so that could be a hell. We could have a whole new division leader in the South, which, they all suck anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it could be a whole new division leader in the South, and then, like we said, with the Vikings, Packers, and Lions, depending on how that goes, we could have a new division there. And then you got the Rams, Seahawks, Vikings, Packers,
And
all fighting for the last spots.
What are the Saints record? Because I know we didn't put it on.
I think it was 5-7 too. I think they're 5-7 like the Bucks.
Oh
if
man,
I'm not mistaken.
The Bucks?
No,
No, they're 5-6. How are they
Yeah.
5-6? They have a bye this week.
No, they're 6. Who are we talking about?
They might the Saints.
The Saints won. Played this. They lost this week. They're 5-7.
Well, no, I'm saying this week coming up. Do they have a bye? Like, because they're only 5. It said they're 5-6.
no,
They're 5-7.
Okay, well then.
They're 5-7.
Hey, remember they lost to the. They lost to who?
At the end.
At the end, we just talked about it.
The Lions.
The Lions.
Which
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
That was a close game.
again worries me. It shouldn't
But the
have been that
Saints are
close.
looking a little bit better though, and I think they wouldn't sleep on them. They are like we won, and they would. You know how that goes. When you're that far up, you stop playing, but they don't stop playing.
And the Saints are gritty. That's just
That's true.
They
I mean, their
Saints are
defense
great.
usually is still aggressive. So
I mean, they have a fake quarterback. You know,
which fake
the
quarterback?
running back / quarterback.
Oh, Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Because I'm like,
Taysom Hill with the ball. He was helping. I mean,
They
they played 3 different quarterbacks. They played Jameis Winston. They played Derek Carr. They played Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
They got the rotating quarterbacks. I mean,
That's damn near what Atlanta's doing right now. They keep bouncing back and forth from Ritter to Heineke. Like, they'll put Ritter in, he'll have a pretty good game, and then he'll have, like, a 4-pick game, and then they'll switch him, and Heineke will have a good game, and then he'll have, like, a 3-pick game, and then they'll switch him again. I'm like, okay, you're not going to be able to keep doing that.
You're going to have to pick one. And you got to give them a rhythm. Like, learn from the mistakes.
like you telling me I'm not going to be with the ones 1 week than I am 1 week. You know how what's the rhythm? You definitely have.
You got to build a rhythm.
I wonder what kind of ship Arthur Smith is running.
Well, I mean, like the pass. It was just like we can safe to say that's not Matt Jones. I was like
Matt Jones.
Matt.
Oh, Matt Jones, the Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots. That's what I'm saying. I think that might be a coordinated issue with nobody. They didn't score at all.
We have all said we think there might be no more Belichick.
Yeah, maybe his system's an old system. Maybe like I don't know, but you switch quarterbacks and you don't score at all.
That's true.
Yeah, you gotta look somewhere else. But what else we gotta pick?
Well, I guess in the injury world, we should probably go ahead and mention Trevor Lawrence with the ankle injury at a critical time of the year.
I'm not worried about it. I think he'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, he looked the way he went down was like. Oh,
I mean, how much are they up on the division right now, though?
1 game, I believe.
Yeah, so can he fade?
8-4.
2 weeks.
Oh, they're 8-4.
They're 8-4.
And the Texans are what 7-5, right? Texans are 7-5,
yeah,
right?
game down.
It's 7-5.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't think they looked bad when.
No, but they were competing when he was in, but when he went down, it was pretty much
It was
over.
a little bit.
But Mike Browning came out of nowhere and was having a game. Maybe let's not just credit that.
Oh yeah, Brian. He had a hell of a game.
Yeah,
he looked very good. Like it wasn't even like, oh, you look good for a backup. It was like, oh, y'all might be able to win with him. Like y'all might be able to win games against real teams.
So it might not be all over for Cincy. We did count them out. They're pretty low. What's the record?
They're 6-6.
Yeah. See.
But
no Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Mitchell is trash.
Like I said earlier when I was
they
talking to you
got
guys.
the Pats. They should be able to beat the Patriots.
Listen to this. With the Steelers with Pickett in, they have a 48.9% chance to win. Without him, they have like a 2.
Yeah.
They should be able to beat the Patriots.
Okay.
Mr.
Trubisky.
Trubisky is really bad.
The Jags play the Browns this weekend. Then they play the Ravens. Then
Well,
the Bucks should be a win. The Panthers should be a win.
You got
And the
They don't make
dudes is playing great jobs in that Titans game. And y'all just beat them. Like
we didn't beat
no matter how. No, I'm saying like you tend to beat them.
Oh, we haven't beat them in the past 2 years. They have owned us since the last game of the year, take division. Last year, that's when they came out and beat us.
Still, the next 2 games could very much be ours.
Also, you tend to forget. I just said the Steelers. The Steelers right now are what? They're like number 5,
they're
right?
7-5. They are the number 5. Yeah.
The number 5 seed. And then you talking about the teams that also come up. They're gonna drop. They may get this one, but they're gonna drop. Really, they're not gonna be.
I don't know. They're gonna beat the Pats. So that if they beat the Pats, then they're 8-5.
Well, no, we're talking about the Jags. The Jags don't play that.
I was on the Steelers.
No. I just say the Steelers are going to drop because of Kenny Pickett. That's why I said that even if they
to drop out, but the last part.
But even if they do lose,
beat the Pats. So
yeah. I mean, I think Trevor Lawrence will come back in a crucial time, and he's going to lead them to 3 wins at the end of the season. I think he can.
So you're thinking for the 3 trash teams that he's got to play, he'll come back, beat them, and keep himself good. Well, I mean, I don't think he'll miss the playoffs, but
I think he has to come back and make the playoffs because Houston's coming.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Houston's going to take the division. They're going to end up having a problem.
Houston-
Because if they lose to the Browns and Ravens, let's say it only takes 2 weeks,
Who the
and
Jags
they
play
lose
next?
both of those games,
That is hard. That's gonna be
the
rough.
Browns and the Ravens, they lose both of those games. 2 teams fighting for a playoff berth.
Well, they got these last 2. Though.
So yeah, 3. They got 3 games left. So even if they win
They can
those
win
get
last
well, yeah,
3.
but those 3 wins will keep them in the playoffs. They go down. They lose 2 straight. Houston's taking the division.
Who did Houston play?
Let me see what Houston's. I don't think theirs is as tough,
Yeah, okay.
and they're healthy.
Well,
Actually-
So they got the
Jets.
Jets,
Actually, let's not lie.
the Jets and Titans.
Okay.
Oh,
And
no.
they play the Browns, which would be tough. The Titans and the Colts.
I'm not gonna
The
lie.
Colts game.
Who's
The Colts.
But
Colts are 7-5.
look
The
at
Colts
yeah,
are
Steelers are 5.
But that's why I said I was
6.
like, yeah, the Colts.
The
could be a
Colts are
little-
7. It's coming. All these playoffs. Oh, these playoffs could be close.
I told
Well,
you,
I think the
Everybody
Steelers
has-
are just going to bomb out. Like
Yeah.
like I said, they
Yeah.
might get one more win, and then it's probably going to be 3 straight losses or 4 straight losses. Yeah, because there's 5 games left.
Who the Steelers
The
are?
Steelers are going to finish 9-8 somehow. Somehow the Steelers are going to finish 9 because Mike Thomas is not going to lose the season.
It's going to be
Yeah,
a winning.
It is.
It is.
Somehow he's going to get them to get to him 9 wins. They will get 9 wins somehow.
I'm telling you, I'm convinced that God is
Yeah,
still.
they're going to lose to the Colts.
He's just a good, just
I
God.
think they'll lose to the Bengals with Browning playing. The Seahawks will beat them in the
Steelers
Ravens.
can
Yeah, they're
beat
done.
the Bengals.
That's
They
it.
can beat the Bengals.
No, they can't. The
They can
Steelers
beat
cannot
the
score
Bengals.
points.
The Bengals can get washy. Like, I'm sorry.
The Steelers cannot
Hang on.
score.
There's a reason
points.
why they're 6-6 because they are like.
They're winning like 9-3. Browning is going to put up more than 9 points. They only beat teams that can't put up more than 10 points.
Okay, we'll remember this comment.
Other than the Patriots, everybody they play coming up can do it.
They can beat the Bengals. I'm sorry, and you never know with Seattle.
If they beat the Patriots this week, they'll be 8. They'll be 8-5.
They be 8-5.
8-5.
And
And then they're going to be 8-6, 8-7, 8-8,
9-8.
8-9.
They're going to somehow figure out.
What happened to Pickett? He out, right?
He has hit ankle surgery. He'll be back in like 2 weeks. They're going to beat the
Pickett
Ravens.
be back in 2 weeks. And
I thought he was out for the season.
No, it's not for the season.
So he'll be there for the Seahawks and the Ravens.
Pickett and Lawrence will be back in 2 weeks.
Because he had surgery. They say he should be back in 2 weeks.
They haven't given a full timetable for
For
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Okay, so Pickett should be back in 2 weeks.
Because I thought that's what I thought they said. I thought they said ruled out against Patriots. They said it says not expected to be placed on IR. They say he should be back in a couple weeks.
All right.
If not, it'll be interesting.
We're best case scenario with
They-
Trevor Lawrence.
I think they could beat the Bengals.
Oh,
You
never
know
mind.
with Seattle.
You guys, let's see. They said he's to miss 4 games. So
So
that's
1, 2,
Trubisky
3,
is
1,
trash.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, he'll be back in time to get the ass kicked by Baltimore.
And Trubisky. Who they have after Peyton?
The Colts with Minshew fighting for a playoff spot.
they fighting for their lives out here.
I guess
These
it's-
all are going to be playoff games at the end of the season.
Yeah,
Best time of the year, baby.
every team they play is fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a great time.
Not the Ravens. I think the Ravens got it.
I mean,
Yeah, but they're still fighting for position.
Yeah.
I mean, the AFC is still open. They can still possibly get a first round bye if they do it
Or
right.
what if the Chiefs take this Jordan Love loss and oh hell no, and now all of a sudden they start winning?
And the Dolphins are number 1, right? Yeah.
The Dolphins, well, that's bouncing around,
1,
but
2, 3.
Yeah.
And then the Jags. Are
let's
4.
say some miracle Trevor Lawrence or the Jags don't take a dip and they just keep winning with Beathard, and then Lawrence gets back pretty quickly and boom, now they're winning out. All of these teams, everybody except for because even in y'all, San Fran and Philly, like every team in this league is going to have to play to the end because the teams outside of the playoffs are all playing their jobs.
Yeah.
And if we split,
Like all the teams that don't look like they're going to make the playoffs, a lot of those coaches are getting fired.
Because if we split for the Eagles, if we end up tied with the Eagles, then it goes by points,
Score.
Yeah,
scores, and we are one of the number 1
you're scoring team.
scoring on offenses. So yeah,
Yeah, and I mean that's what the Ravens are scoring, but they're going to have you got to keep winning. It's every game for every team counts. Because like I said, even the bad teams.
hold on. That's what I said earlier. Like, everyone has almost the same records, even the ones.
Yeah.
No one's like by themselves. The Eagles are the closest one, and they're still not safe.
Sources say there could be 10 coaches getting fired at the end of the year.
10.
10.
Holy. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So what you hear?
I heard it on Rich Eisen and on McAfee.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Schefter and Ian Rappaport were hearing that somewhere between 7 to 10.
Staley.
We already got Frank Wright out.
Ron Rivera.
Yeah. Frank Wright's already fired.
Who else just got fired?
Who else just got fired?
Carolina. You already got Carolina.
Frank Wright already got fired.
Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels already got fired.
Oh, the Raiders.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels.
I knew that. I did know that.
Honestly, nobody.
That's it, right? It was just them two.
Yeah, we got.
They cleaned their staff on.
Did you already say the Chargers?
I
They haven't fired him.
Yeah,
no, I didn't say that. You said coaches.
I think I got him. I said Staley, Ron Rivera, McDaniels,
Frank Wright,
and there's no. Let's see who else.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Yeah, Bill Belichick is 5.
The Bears. Who's that? The Bears.
Eberflus? Mate, no.
Eberflus is possible.
Because the Bears are like trash. Eberflus. Sorry.
I'm hearing there may be some division in our.
What? What's up?
I'm hearing there may be division in our locker room. Apparently, some guys don't.
So Daboll?
Do they have to be head coaches?
I've heard Daboll. I've heard that the conversation is Daboll is really, really hard on the defense, even though the defense is the only thing that's working.
Okay.
And it's starting to cause problems because it's like, okay, how about you deal with the fact that the offense sucks?
I think, in fairness, I know there's nothing you can do with the offense right now.
Steelers fans are tired of winning records. Championships.
I told you, Tomlin. No.
Well, they got rid of that coordinator, so then they.
Too late. You going with them? We're just being courteous.
Buffalo. McDermott.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, they've been mad for failures. What, 4 years straight?
Possibly. Solid. Depending on what happens.
I'm hearing Solid might be good. Tampa.
Oh. Well, Todd Bowles.
That's
10.
Well, that was what we were getting.
10 legitimate possible goings.
It's time for the youngins. I've been preaching.
You been preaching?
I have spoken.
Oh God!
You know who else is still? You know what else is still could happen?
Oh, and
get Joe Flacco some time.
Oh, and we're let Seattle bomb out the rest of this year.
Let who?
Let Seattle bomb out the rest of this year.
Oh, Pete Carroll.
Let's see if Pete Carroll says it.
Damn.
I don't think so.
That's true.
That hard chewing young man ain't going nowhere. Because even when they always even when you thinking, this is Seattle's done, they start to win.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm trying to see who else other than that.
Well, I mean, that was 10.
That's Super Bowl. Marshawn Lynch didn't get him fired. Nothing.
Sean Payton's gonna keep his job,
of course.
Oh, they look. Oh my goodness,
they look so much better.
Russell
Wilson might not have a job.
Oh, I think he's good. I'm sorry, he's not the problem.
It depends on what becomes available.
Russell Wilson's game has changed.
Yeah.
He may still be able to you see him scramble a couple yards, but his game has changed.
Anybody, you gonna put a young boy behind him?
He hasn't done enough yet.
I can see them getting somebody late round and developing them.
I think Payton likes veteran quarterbacks.
I think he does too. Because remember, he went and got Breeze. He didn't go get a young guy.
I think he likes.
What I say?
They know what they're doing.
Who does say he possibly could get if he wasn't hurt?
I don't know. How about you tell
Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, because he's probably moving.
I wouldn't trade Russell for Kirk.
I wouldn't, but
he's stronger. He stay healthy. Cousins does not stay healthy.
Okay.
He does not stay healthy.
Well, that's a possibility.
Even way back when they was the Skins, he used to get hurt.
They could trade. It could be a swap on a swap. The Bears could get. The Bears might.
Are they gonna do their? They love their swaps, don't they?
Let's see.
Are we now seeing which quarterbacks we think might not be there no more?
I'm trying to think. We're talking about because you made me think about Peyton and if he get one veteran quarterback. What veteran quarterback you think is coming up on contract that would possibly?
He already has one. I don't think he's getting rid of Wilson.
Kirk Cousins.
He has a veteran quarterback
Justin
already.
Fields.
And they just started to get each other and understand each other. I don't think Russ is going anywhere.
You might be right because
I think he's going
and they were in it to the last minute when threw that pick in that game.
Yeah, and that was a good defense, wasn't it?
That was Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I mean, Darius Butler was going.
No, it was Houston.
Yeah, it was Houston. Darius Butler was going on it on everything TV on McAfee today, And they were just showing it. Most of the plays, it wasn't really that Russ played that bad, or why would you throw that?
He made a couple fourth down conversions on his legs.
I mean, that one defender took it from
Derek. Most of his, the two
defender.
really important were, I think they were both Derek Stingley, weren't they?
I think so.
And both of them were really athletic, very heads up plays.
Yeah, like that. He didn't even know he could do about that. Like,
So I mean, it was.
Unless he ran up and handed it to the guy. There you go.
So yeah, I mean, coaches wise, I guess that would work. Peyton will be fine. But I'm just trying to think who else could possibly, because that's.
Do you say your coach?
I did think there's still a possibility.
I'm not.
Actually, no.
No.
I think actually no.
The only, from what I'm hearing, it wouldn't be so much of y'all getting rid of Vrabel. Is there's a chance that New England might offer Vrabel.
Oh yeah, but I heard he might not leave. I heard he won't. He wouldn't leave for the Patriots right now. The way they're built.
Yeah,
no way. He'd be stupid. He got a young quarterback.
I have a quarterback that's panning out. I still have a
you
team
said a couple weeks ago, the
functioning.
AFC South's future looks bright with young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Hey, so let's not.
Will Levis.
Yes.
If y'all can get a better line and a little more help with wide receiver, Will Levis is going to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is definitely. I will say this season is coming down nicely. I've never seen it this close.
It's nerve-wracking. You don't know who's going to win a game. Like it's the Chiefs in this team. You're like, oh shit, the Chiefs lost.
They just except Carolina. We know they're going to lose.
They have already.
We know Carolina's going to lose.
I'm not going to lie.
Even they have bursts and
the Patriots. I know they're going to lose. They're really.
I mean, they've shot.
Like I don't want to. I'm not like trying to trash because I'm not saying like we're that good, but like.
No, y'all been competing though.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all like
Tommy Cutlets has been doing a little bit, and
I'm not gonna say but the thing about it is we've also seen some horrible teams beat some good teams at the season. It happens every year.
That is very true.
A team beat somebody.
Wasn't Miami? Wasn't New England Miami's only?
What's your boy?
DeVito.
I believe in Sexy Dexy.
Oh. Yeah.
Sexy Dexy and Kayvon Thibodeau. Thibodeau's been coming on.
Yeah. People are forgetting because our good.
Yeah,
he's up there in the sack leaders. He got almost double-digit sacks this year.
He's actually living up to the hype.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, y'all starting to score. I ain't trying to, like, toot the horn.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to need another.
Y'all won 2 in a row, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if Darren Waller was there with DeVito throwing him more.
Probably.
Because Darren Waller you guys didn't really utilize him as much as I thought
they were starting to.
Daniel Jones couldn't
get
time because he doesn't know how to manage the line.
I think he got hurt.
And then Tyrod started using him.
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah.
He started putting up production. He started being like, oh, bad.
Oh, shit, Tyrod should be back by now. I guess DeVito's on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They decided they're going to go with DeVito over Tyrod today.
Dang, another injury cost them another chance.
Well, we'll see, but they won 2 in a row. So
because this is going to be who's going to be the third quarterback.
Yeah.
So because we got to keep Daniel Jones again, but we're definitely getting another quarterback. So
there will be a quarterback.
We're not keeping Tommy DeVito, Daniel Jones, a young quarterback, and Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. And DeVito's look better. Shit, DeVito's looked like the best quarterback we have all year.
I don't know. I thought Tyrod was starting to click, and then
right when he got hurt, he was y'all were moving the ball.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie,
a little bit.
Y'all was clicking.
He had that team.
He's fun to watch, though. He is fun to watch. Like
Yeah, because it's like a surprise. You never know if he's going to throw a pick or a first down.
That's what
oh my god, the ball's in the air. It says, oh my god, he caught it.
That's what makes it all fun.
Hey, backups have been needed more and more every year, and the ones we've seen so far, I'm not going to lie, they've some of the Minshew. This might be the year of the backup. Minshew did a decent job.
Dobbs is playing pretty well.
Dobbs has come in and done the best he could with what he's had. He's competed every game.
Oh, because that's the other thing with all these teams that got to play them. Justin Jefferson is back now, so now he's in
is he back
this weekend?
Okay.
Will Levis came in and started doing stuff with us.
Will Levis came in and started balling,
and
he was the backup.
The Bengals quarterback, I thought,
Browning
looked pretty good.
Yeah.
When Justin Fields got hurt, Badgett
wasn't bad.
He kind of got them on.
He did.
Yeah, I think
he finally got the moving
back.
But he had to move the ball. They weren't moving the ball that much. They were getting on drives. It might have ended in 3 points. It might not have been, but they were going down the field. That's so I do say that. But yeah, this might be the year of the backup. Backups will come in and they know what they need to do.
Yeah.
Won some games. Some are leading some teams.
The Jets are still wondering why they can't have it.
Oh my goodness! Wilson didn't even want to come back and be the starter.
You don't make the move.
That's offense. That's coordinator. I'm sorry.
You don't make the move.
They can't
to
get
go
points.
get Josh
That means
Dobbs. That's your fault.
they don't.
I'm sorry. There was people they could have got earlier, but they just we're gonna see. All right.
They can't get points. I think it sounds like this.
Remember, they had no money.
They need a line.
They have no money.
Oh, that's true.
They can't even. They have none. They couldn't even bring back Joe. I'm pretty sure they would have brought back Joe if they could. Joe is a Cleveland Brown.
He had some signs. If he played exactly as well as he did for the Browns,
They would have won.
They would have for the Jets in almost any game. They'd win.
Yep. He's good for 2 touchdowns.
And that's all they need.
Yeah. Their defense is good.
If he can get 2 touchdowns through the air, which will give them the ability to run the ball a little bit better, because now you've got it like, damn, he can throw touchdowns. And get maybe 1 touchdown to the ground, which he can give you that.
Couple field goals. There you go.
Yeah, because he got his, he throws it halfway down the field. Oh, you're in full goal range real quick.
Because coming back on the field and playing on the, you don't even know those guys that much, and you just came in and just start. You got to start.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody can be what Dobbs did, even with Joe Flacco's resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't know.
Say?
Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered everything until we get into. Unless you want to take the time to, guess tomorrow's game. Anybody?
Steelers Patriots. Final score 13-3.
I don't even think it's that much.
Final score
Trubisky?
3.
6-3. I think it's going to be 6-3.
There will be one
field
goal made.
It was 6-0 versus the Chargers.
It will be 1 field goal made.
6-3
It will be
Steelers.
3 Patriots.
You know what?
It's Steelers.
Either 13
I think Mitchell Trubisky is going to throw a pick that's going to put New England in field goal range, and they're going to get the field goal, and that's going to be the
I think it's going to be 6-3 Steelers.
You know what? I would say 15-6, just straight field goal game.
They are not going to get the field goal or that much.
6-3 Steelers.
3-0 Pats.
15-6.
They're not beating the Steelers. I don't think they're going to beat them. I'm sorry.
15-6 Steelers.
Tell you what, if the Steelers win, 10-0, because T.J. Watt is going to score. That's the only way.
Ooh. Nick is playing too, though. That defense.
When he gets picked, he's not going to score. Nobody on that team scores.
But his picks are going to get them into field goal range.
And Mitchell Trubisky's going to turn it over.
It's 6-3 Steelers.
Steelers, we winning. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time.
All right, see y'all. Peace.